Hi guys, and welcome to today's lesson on momentum. Today we are quickly going to look at momentum and the change in momentum. And in the next couple of videos we are going to look at impulse, and then we are going to look at the conservation of momentum. Let's jump in. Okay, so what is momentum? So momentum can be thought of as quantifying the motion of an object. And the definition we have says that momentum is the product of the mass and the velocity of the object, which is exactly the same as the formula we have for momentum. So I can calculate the momentum of an object by simply multiplying its mass and its velocity. So the fact that we okay, so let's just say this is momentum. It's a small letter p, mass, and the mass is in kilograms, and the velocity is in meters per second, which gives you the unit for momentum, which is simply kilogram meter per second. So from this formula, we see that we multiply the mass, which is a scalar, with velocity, not speed, velocity, which is a vector. And that makes momentum a vector as well. And that is actually, I think, the most crucial part of this entire chapter, because that is the pitfall that students fall into, is they don't realize that momentum is a vector, which means that it has direction. And the moment the velocity changes, the momentum will change as well. And the direction of the velocity will also be the direction of the momentum. And that's really important because they will give you graphs in order to when they give you an exam question, a lot of the time there will be a graph in there, and then you don't know how should I think about this velocity time graph, or they ask you in the multiple questions, they give you a momentum time graph, but you don't know what happens. So whatever happens to the velocity, because as the object moves, its mass isn't going to change. So whatever happens to the velocity will happen to the momentum as well. So if the velocity changes direction and becomes a negative, the momentum will also. So the shape of a velocity time graph will look exactly the same as the momentum time graph. So remember, please, in your calculations, you have to, since it is a vector, you have to include direction. And that means that whenever your object moves in different directions, you have to choose a direction as positive and the other direction will be negative. That is the most important thing that I can teach you on momentum. Okay. And then you can also just look at the relationships when I'm dealing with momentum. So you will see that momentum is directly proportional to the mass, and it is also directly, like we said, very important, directly proportional to the velocity. So for example, a truck moving at 120 kilometers per hour has a lot more momentum than a car traveling at the same speed. So, the truck will be a lot harder to stop, or if you get into an accident with a truck, the force that you will experience will be way larger, but we will look at force in a later video. Let's jump into the change in momentum, because as we said, if the velocity changes, the momentum changes. Okay, so like we said, that whenever the velocity changes, the momentum will also change. So if they just ask you to calculate, they give you a velocity and they ask you to calculate the momentum of the object, you just use this equation. But whenever the object changes direction or the magnitude of the velocity changes, you are going to use this equation. So what happens is we are looking at a delta P. The change in momentum is equal to the mass times the change in velocity. And remember, the change in velocity is the final velocity minus the initial velocity. So this gives me the equation that I can use to calculate the change in momentum. So it's very important that if they ask you, maybe they give you the change in momentum and they ask you for a velocity, that you use this equation and not that one. So, but again, remember, momentum is a vector, so you really need to remember your directions. So for example, if I have a ball that hits a wall and then it goes back, you have to choose one of these directions as positive and the other one will be negative, and you have to input your negative value into this this equation. And when you give your answer, you also give it with direction. Okay, so let's look at these two examples. The first one is a golf ball that has a mass of 0. Wrong one. I need a highlighter of 0.05 kilograms. So the unit is already correct. Leaves a golf club at a velocity of 90 meters per second in an easterly direction. Calculate the momentum. Notice there isn't a change in velocity, and they don't ask you for the change in momentum, they just ask you for the momentum. So I'm just going to use my normal equation. I'm going to input my mass, which is 0.05, velocity is 90 meters per second, and that gives me 4.5 kilogram meters per second. The velocity is in an easterly direction, which means the momentum will also be in an easterly direction. Okay, so now for the next one, they say a cricket ball of a mass with a mass of 0.2 kilograms approaches a cricket bat at a velocity of 40 meters per second east and leaves the cricket ball at a velocity of 50 meters per second west. Calculate the change in the momentum. So whenever there's a change in velocity or they talk about change in momentum, you are going to use this one, this equation. So remember, sometimes they give you the change in momentum and they ask you to calculate one of the velocities. So in any way you use this equation. So now I need to choose a direction as positive. I'm going to go with east as positive. So the mass is in kilograms already, so that's nice, 0.2. The final velocity is 50 meters per second, but it is to the west, so I'm going to input it as a negative value. And the initial velocity is to the east, so that's positive, and I'm going to make it 40, and then when I input this into my calculator, I get a value of minus 8 kilogram meter per second. So in other words, the change in momentum is 18 kilograms meters per second to the west. Remember that when you write your final answer, you can't say minus 18 to the west, because the west already says that it is in the opposite direction. So you are taking the opposite direction and the negative. So you're actually it actually says then that the ball is going to the east. So you either have the minus or you have the word west. You don't have both of these.